To quote Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters, I got a confession to make. He sure did. So Dave Grohl has announced that he recently became a father of a new baby daughter born outside of his marriage. I love my wife and my children, and I'm doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness, he says in a statement. Yeah, Dave Grohl is 55 years old. Yeah, he's been with his wife since 2003. I guess she's his second wife. I didn't know he's married before. Yeah, so he's been married since 2003, and he has three daughters with her, an 18-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 10-year-old. First off, like, how do you tell your wife that you've been married to for a long time that you got a baby with another chick? I think women married to rock and rollers realize that these guys, the chance of them cheating is kind of high. I think it's just don't do anything don't embarrass me with a baby and don't give me a disease. I think they say, okay, I understand he's a rock and roller. It's things like that might happen. And it's always happened. I remember Sammy Davis told his mother, my Brit, like back in the 60s, like yes, and he told her, like, this is back in the 60s. He said, I'm on the road a lot, right? These guys cheat. But man, but the worst thing you could do is get somebody pregnant. Like, he's not new to this game. Like, Dave's been around for a long time, man. Like, I've known Dave since Nirvana, one of the greatest drummers ever. Then Kurt Cobain dies. And then he just, out of the blue, he creates Foo Fighters. Played on the instruments himself that first album. Then he put the band together. And him and Taylor Hawkins became fast friends. And then Taylor died a few years ago. He OD'd. But, man, like, it's almost like Dave. Like, you know better, man. Like, if you're going to cheat, you shouldn't be cheating. But if you're going to cheat, man, stay strapped up. Like, don't put yourself in this type of position. Now you got to pay child support. And plus, you don't know, unless he's known this chick for a long time, you're hoping that it wasn't just some random hookup, and you don't know what type of chick this is. She could be fine. She could be cool, and they co-parent with the baby, and everything is fine. Or she could be kind of crazy and cause strife in his marriage. Maybe she wants to stay for herself. Like, you're opening yourself up to so many things when you do something like this. Now, on the wife's side, used to be in years past, if a guy did that, and again, guys, these situations have been happening forever. These things have been happening since the dawn of time, since one dude is married and then he gets somebody else pregnant. This has happened centuries before. It's going to happen centuries after. Yeah, this is always going to be a thing. But it used to be that women, when they went through this type of thing, they kind of stayed with the dude. Things kind of changed. I think the first time I saw a little bit difference is when Arnold Schwarzenegger, he had gotten his wife pregnant, and then he got Maria pregnant. Maria Shriver pregnant, his wife, and then he got the housekeeper pregnant at the same time. It's like, bruh, what are you doing? The wife and the housekeeper pregnant at the same time, and then Maria eventually left. But women don't stay these days. Like, divorces are coming fast and furious. So Dave is probably doing everything he can to keep his wife, because he probably does love his wife. But man, I don't know if she's signed to a prenup or not. But most likely, if she's not signed to a prenup, he's going to lose half his fortune. But the biggest thing is, how do you talk to your daughters about this? Like, he has three daughters. Like, the 10-year-old, she knows. He probably told them all what happened, and she kind of knows what happened, but she's 10. So she's probably mad for a second, but she loves her dad. So there's wiggle room with the 10-year-old. The 15-year-old, that's puberty era. And the 18-year-old, she's grown, college age. They're going to be tough. I think both of them, the older ones, I don't know, one or both, deleted their Instagram, because people are mean, people are cruel. So it's probably wise that they deleted that. But how do you have that discussion with your kids? How do you tell your kids, your daughters, that you cheated on mom? It's one thing to say, like, I cheated on mom and you got caught. But now, not only did I cheat on mom, but you got a half sibling someplace. How do you have that conversation? And I'm not sure. Listen, and people get caught up all the time. And it happens on the flip side too. It's not just dudes. There's women who cheat and have an affair. and they get pregnant on their husband or longtime boyfriend, and she doesn't know who the dad is, and she's like, "Oh my God, we're pregnant!" And the boyfriend, the husband's like, "Yay! Wait, when did we have sex?" Okay, yay, we're having a baby, yay! And then 9 months later, the baby comes out, and the baby looks like Carrot Top. It's like, wait a minute, why has this baby got red hair? And like, yeah, I might have cheated on you when I was on the road. It's like, what? So yeah, women do it too. The women are just better at lying and cheating than dudes. Dudes are sloppy. Like what Dave Grohl did at 55 is sloppy. He knows better. So if you've seen someone go through this before, or if you're a therapist watching this by chance, one, if you know somebody's gone through this, how did they handle everything with the wife and the kids, especially with the kids, and how long did it last? Like, were they mad at the dad forever? Because it's going to pass. I mean, that's their dad. They're going to, they love their father. So it's going to pass sooner or later. Like when Chelsea Clinton, when Bill Clinton was caught with Monica Lewinsky, I'm sure Chelsea Clinton was angry at Bill. But, see him now many moons later and she loves Bill, right? So it's going to pass. But, you know, if you've seen someone who's gone through this, like, how did they handle it? And if you're a therapist and you're actually watching my little channel, how do you handle telling your kids that you cheated on their mother and you got a baby out of wedlock? I'm very curious how you handle that discussion.